Hello everybody, I hope you're having a wonderful day, and today I would like to share with you guys a very exciting little unpackaging, unboxing, whatever you want to call it. The carry today, oh that was me. The carry today for work is this wonderful Kubey Hound. I recently did the full review on it. I have finally put a fresh edge on that and it is freaking beautiful. I made a mistake on what I said the edge angle was on this. This is actually a 16-degree edge. And just look at how non-16-degree edge it looks. I mean, this blade is just, it's just wonderful. I freaking love this thing. So let's get into this. Oh, we got the vape juice. You guys know exactly where this is coming from. And it actually looks like it leaked a little bit. Whatever, I mean, I don't use it anyway. I think I used it once on an older Kunwu knife. Yes, this is Kunwu. And we have the fancy schmancy silver gold lettering. This beautiful box right here. You can see my janky ass phone and tripod setup. Take a look at that, compadre. All right. Now, I had the exact same version of this in the full size, and I've regretted every second that I've continued to be on this earth since I've got rid of it. I got rid of the full size one not because I didn't like it, but because I needed the money at that time. I had some vehicle issues that were going on that absolutely needed financial attention, and I decided to pull stuff from my collection, yada yada. Took care of it, everything's good, and I'm back to spending like an idiot again. So it's the cycle of knife. Oh, yes. Oh, that's good. That is so good. Yeah. Yep. Everything I wanted it to be. Does this need a full review? No, not really, because I basically said that the full-size one was damn near perfect. The only thing that really sets this apart from a lot of other products in Kunwu's lineup, is that this is one of very few models that doesn't come with a replaceable or extra clip, the wire pocket clip. Now, I understand for the price, this particular variation, and I think the other ones are floating around the same, this is $300. Ouch, yes, but absolutely worth it. I have zero hesitation when saying $300 and Kunwu in the same sentence, because I've handled plenty of things from Kunwu up to this point, whether they are things that I've purchased or things that my wonderful friend over there at Work Knife Balance has blessed me with checking out. I could say that there's definitely a lot of value here in comparison to what other companies in this spectrum are offering nowadays. They just give it a little bit extra sauce. Now, I will wipe this off screen real quick because there's a little bit of factory juice on the blade. Just want to show you guys this gorgeous DLC. It's a polished DLC over a satin, and what's beautiful about this is that the DLC actually has a bronzy hue to it. It's really difficult, and I have poor lighting right now. It is late in the afternoon. The spot that I'm recording currently has not the best lighting situations. In my garage it's a whole lot better, but this is the best I can do at the moment. Of course, I'll take pictures and videos and post them on either my Instagram or make YouTube shorts with this bad boy right here. But yeah, so let's just get a close-up of this guy. This really has all the same bells and whistles as the one that I used to own. Again, DLC blade, compadre down there. I like that majority of it is very nice and clean. This is in Vanix. I can't remember for the life of me at this moment in time if the original Padre that I had was in Vanix or Elmex. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. I always mix up the two because for whatever reason I just mix them up. It's a higher performing super steel. That's all that I know. I haven't had enough of it to really have a definitive response to it. When I talk about 20CV or M390 or what else, 14C20N, D2, Nitro V, things like that, things that are like ultra common. MagnaCut now, it's a very common thing as well. S35EN, S45EN, stuff like that. Those are things that I'm very confident in talking about. Not the, I guess, composition of it, but just what it is to sharpen it. I'm speaking clearly from a user's sharpener's perspective, somebody who actually uses their knives, not just collects them. Now, one thing I do notice here that I think is absolutely gonna put this thing over the full-size Padre is that take a look at that plunge grind. Holy crap. Do you see that? Do you understand how tight that is? It's full flat. It's just stupid thin. You see the shouldering right there? And just the way that they executed that is freaking just, that is ridiculous. Let me see if I could change the lighting a little bit to show you guys. That is insane how far back they did that. That has got to be one of the most beautiful examples and execution of a plunge grind. This is God level. This is elite. I think that's pretty darn sweet. Of course, perfectly centered stuff you can expect. I believe this is running on their multi-row bearing system. I don't have a tool with me here at the moment to take it apart because I took all my stuff to the garage already. But it should be T8s all across the board. The pivot, body screws, the clip screws, they actually look like T6s. So, not the end of the world. The hardened steel insert and detent filler thing in there, that's also a T6. So really, I'm okay with it. So I'm justifying it just based off of this alone and how well they executed that. I can absolutely forgive the T6s that are on here. I could care less at this point. Beautiful diamond tie. Again, the clip is on the texturing. Not a fan of that. The tension of this clip is horrendously strong. I actually have my work pants on right now still, and yeah, it's these pockets are not gonna make it to the end of the week, definitely. That's just one thing that you have to just accept when it comes to their particular design. They have been told by many people, many strong voices within the community as well, that it would be a wise decision to put a slight bald spot there. But the thing is that this design also allows for you to reverse the clip because the clip is symmetrical. It's just like Y-shaped clip. It doesn't cant or follow the overall shape of the handle at all. It's actually pretty straight. It feels good, in the pocket. Like there's nothing really poking out. This geared back spacer here. It's actually protruding a little bit. The lanyard right there, a little flat spot. Honestly, yeah, this feels exactly like how the full-size Padre did. It's just a whole lot more compact and, dare I say, smoother out of the box than the full-size. This almost feels as if the full-size was broken in by like 2 weeks or so. It took a much longer time period for the full-size to actually break into where I would say it was damn near drop shut. This, honestly, I could say within maybe 2 weeks will be drop shutty. Of course, taking it apart, cleaning it, doing basic maintenance. maybe I fidget a little bit with the lock bar tension. I think currently it is set up to perfection. All the deployment methods are wonderful. Thumb flick, there's plenty of traction, nothing sharp up there. Reverse flick is it's just incredible. Front flip, it's just god level right there. That's super easy. And while this is a very weird blade shape with this, this mini moose knuckle blade shape here, it is very odd, but from a user's utilitarian standpoint, because the tip is actually a little lower than being in line with the pivot, and the way that this thing is shaped overall, it is extremely easy to get to that tip. So, and speaking about that tip, just take a look at that. This thing just damn near disappears looking down on it from the spine. This thing is stupid thin, and I can't wait to put an edge on this. Now let's talk about the factory edge, because I remember when I sharpened my full-size Padre that the edge was a little inconsistent from one side from the other. Not the end of the world, not a big deal, not something that most people will honestly care about. But $300, that is something that absolutely needs to be critiqued. Also, this is a thing that is really just my opinion. They include the Timascus pivot collars. They're just standard. You can't option those out. I think it would be nice for people who do not care for the fancy schmancy little pop of color. I think that really should be an add-on, which I would have purchased separately to have it on this because I love how it looks, and I'm sure many of other people would too. But you know what? Offering variability to your customers is something that we have seen that it is much preferred and definitely appreciated in the hobby and industry overall. I think a lot of community members will definitely agree with me in saying that if they can save on something that they don't particularly love, they're thankful that they had the option, right? So let me actually go grab, sorry about the camera there. Let me go grab a little piece of newspaper and we'll check out that factory edge. Got this little AAA catalog. And I'll just take one of the first pages out of here. Doesn't matter what's on it. Nothing controversial or inappropriate, of course. Fuck. That is just... the bite on this thing. It is just beautiful. I mean, just take a look at these super thin little strips I'm making here. That's pretty sick. Oh, sorry, that was me. Held it at a weird angle. Yeah, that factory edge has got to be one of the nicest factory edges I have ever experienced so far. I think the only thing that felt like this is like a fresh out of the box Spyderco edge, something from their US line, or maybe TRM Atom or Neutron. Yeah, it's that level of good out of the box. That is something to absolutely be proud of. So good job to whoever is doing the finishing sharpening on this thing, because that is freaking beautiful. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to be able to get much more I guess, capability out of this blade, because that seems pretty darn amazing right there. And damn, I don't have any of my knives around me, so it'd be a little bit weird to do size comparison with things I don't typically do size comparisons with. But the only thing I have here at the moment would be the Kubey Hound. And you could see that while the Kubey Hound is a, I guess, compact to potentially full-size knife, I mean, everybody has a definition of what a big knife is, but I consider this to be a full-size knife. The Compadre is, well, significantly shorter. To my knowledge, it actually feels pretty close in hand to the overall size, and maybe actually a little bit bigger to a Para 3. I haven't had a Para 3 on the channel in a long time, but this seems and sounds on paper to be something that's quite comparable to that. And we'll go ahead and take the weight and call it a day. This definitely made my day for sure. I had a pretty shit day at work today, and you know what, this just made it a whole lot better. 4 ounces, I could care less. I know there's internal milling on this thing, and they probably pocketed it out as much as they possibly can. Yeah, take a look at that. 2 ginormous pockets. And even on the lock bar side, and there is even a pocket on the lock bar itself on the inside. So they have removed as much material as they possibly can to get you as much material at the lowest weight possible. So I'm disengaging it there a little awkwardly just to fidget, I guess, but the disengagement is perfectly smooth. No stick, no nothing. Any detent lash, that's wonderful. There's nothing there. Side to side, 0. Up and down, absolute. Any pivot lash, if I really pull on it, I could feel a little bit, but you know what, the full size was just the same, if not a little bit worse. So yeah, I think this thing is actually better than the full-size Padre. Definitely the full-size Padre has a little bit more presence, a little bit more visual aggression. This is something that's going to be able to, you know, hide a little bit more in hand. I have large to extra large size hands, but slimmer fingers, so I still have maybe, you know, 3/4 of an inch sticking out of the back, fully gripped, right? My thumb is, you know, a little bit past half of the overall blade, but pinch grip, I guess, if you want to slurpee savor it, right, you know, you can do that. And yeah, that's really about it. I hope that these are still available. I definitely do hope that these are still available. I'm sure these are going to be landing like crazy. You're going to be seeing these things all over Instagram, X, other social media platforms, YouTube. These things are going to be dropping all over the place soon. By the time you guys are actually seeing this, I will have had this for about a week and a half. Today is the... Crap, what is today? The 13th? I think today is the 13th. So I ordered this on the 1st, so it took just under 2 weeks to get to me. It supposedly shipped from LA, which I am technically on the just on the very furthest point of LA County, and I probably could have just gone to pick it up myself because I just live that close. Whatever, not that big of a deal, not the end of the world. We're honestly all spoiled with Amazon and their 2-day shipping capabilities. But that's pretty much it. This thing is freaking sweet. I probably will be doing a full-length review. It's probably not going to be too long, and honestly, you're not going to be surprised if it's going to be 10-15 minutes of me just like gushing over how incredible this is, so whatever. But if you guys like this video, go ahead and leave a like down below. If you are subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate all your support and your patience, of course. If you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing because I put more videos and content coming you guys this way. With that being said, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.